Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my Tuesday night live. How did they do that technique class? Basically, this one and my sketch challenges are probably about my favorite that I do. But, you know, it seems every day something comes up and I like another item that I've done. So in any event, if you're on my YouTube, make sure that you've subscribe down below here. And if you're on Facebook, make sure that you've given StreamYard permission. This is part of a live. So if by any chance I do talk with different people and everything like that, and you don't like that sort of stuff, what you need to do is you just need to watch it on a replay, scoot on by that part, and then you won't get annoyed with that because there have been some comments on there. But they may have comments or questions that you have as well. Hello, Pam and Kay and Lorraine. Oh my goodness, Lorraine, is Sydney around? I am using Pretty Peacock. There's quite a funny thing that's going on is Lorraine's granddaughter has watched, and every time that she's watched me on a live, I've used Pretty Peacock. And if she's going to watch me today, I'm using Pretty Peacock. Honestly, it's a gorgeous color. I remember when it was out before, I used it a lot, and there's so many really, really good embellishments that are coming in the new catalog. I'm okay to use it, Lorraine says. That's good. In any event, you guys, welcome. So today what we're going to do is it's an embossing resist with alcohol markers. And you can get some pretty neat embossing resist with the alcohol markers on vellum. You can get some really, really neat techniques and different things that you can do with that. So I'm going to hope that it does work right. It did work okay when I just sort of played with it earlier this afternoon. In any event, you're going to be getting, and I'm just going to pop on down to the thing there. So I went a roundabout way of saying what that was, but honestly, I have to I'll just go embossing resist with alcohol markers. It's a mixture of two of my favorite techniques. So basically, you'll see exactly how I go about doing it. Now, I am using, and I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but I am using a suite, and it is called Nature's Sweetness. Now, this is part of the stamp camp that we're doing in February, which pre-order registration is open right now. And we're going to be using the Notes of Nature with the designer series paper, the ribbon, and the cork embellishments. And oh my goodness, those are gorgeous too. In any event, but this is such a great eclectic type stamp. And if you like any eclectic stamps, this is really the suite. The whole suite is the suite for you. I'm going to be using some of this one, and I am also going to be using some from this one as well. I really do love how this that eclecticness works. Now, this is the glass mat. It's no longer available for demonstrators right now, but it will be available to anybody that signs up in the month of January and February. They cut off the bunch that went with the demonstrators. Now, we are going to need some rubbing alcohol. I like 99%. I think it works the best. I put it in one of these containers. You don't want to put it in there too early because things could happen. Another thing that you're going to need with this technique is a stipple brush. It works better with the stipple brush. I find that it does. Anyways, I am going to be using Pretty Peacock and Pecan Pie blends, and these are the light ones, and some Versamark and some embossing powder. So let me bring in my stuff that we're going to be using. Whoops. Yeah, I got to watch this because these stamps really make a lot of noise when they get onto this, onto my glass mat. So I'm using a couple of these. Let's just put that off to the side. And let's see. Thought I had another block here that I could use. Oh, I do. Hello, Judy. All right, so I have this one. I have this cocoa plant one and that one. And I've got the birthday thing that goes along with it. So these are the colors that we're actually using. So it's, because I'm using the pecan, I have to tell you, the pecan, in the pretty peacock, it's because of these two things that I am just over the moon about it. And these are the petal pink and pretty peacock embellishments, and then along with this pretty peacock and gold ribbon. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's just gorgeous. So I have here, I have a piece of pecan pie. It happens to be 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm just going to go in and fold it, and let's come in with our bone folder. Just a note, I got glue all over the base of this glass mat. I just went and I took that alcohol with the makeup sponge, and it just worked just great. Not a sponge, I think more like a cotton thing. Now, this is a piece of designer series paper. This is from the Earth and Texture. And I thought this would be nice instead of just using just a plain pecan, pretty peacock. I thought I'd use this. And then I have the inside piece here as well. And you know what? I forgot to cut. And I can't believe I did that. That's strange because I thought I had everything here. Maybe I didn't put it all together. I have an adhesive sheet, and let me just grab my vellum, and we are just going to cut this at 3 3/4 by 5. Thought I had that. Well, I probably will have 3 or 4 of them already cut. All right. Now, that sheet will be on at 9:05 tomorrow morning. I am trying to get my other 2 techniques while I'm gone to be pre-recorded as well. The ones I might not make is the I may not be successful in getting the sketches done. I'm going to try my darndest. I do have one done, but I need to have 2 more done before I go. It's just a matter of time, that's all. Okay, so I have this vellum, and I am going to come in here, and I am going to use my embossing buddy. Very important that you use that, or else this technique is going to show an awful lot of those spots, which isn't too bad, but really, do we want to have those spots on there? Now, I am going to, now on my sheet here, I do state that you could use clear embossing powder, and I'll show you what the clear embossing powder, white embossing powder, or even gold. I didn't do the gold, but I think it would look pretty nice. I'm pretty sure that it would. All right, so I'm coming in with my Versamark, and I'm going to come in with this one first. Now, this is going to be a portrait card, so let's just get it going that way. And remember, if you like this, share this, give me the thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Now, I probably should have this on something. I don't really want Versamark on my, so I'm going to stamp this where I'm going to kind of come off of the stamp a bit. I'm going to come in with this one. Yeah, I knew that this glass mat was going to be popular with the demonstrators, that's for sure. So if you're not a demonstrator, January is the time to sign up. That is for sure. Just going to come in here, and I probably should come and maybe put a tiny bit more of another one of these stamps. I really like this one here, the splotches. So let's go in. We can put those splotches in there as well. Like I say, this is one of my favorite types of techniques. All right. So I've got this. And I can see where this is stamped on here. Let's see, do I need some over there? I can come here, just a tiny bit there, and maybe just a bit over here. All right, so just cover that part up. And we're going to come in, and originally I was going to do it in clear. Then I thought, oh, let's do it in gold. And then, you know what? I'm doing it in white. Talk about changing your mind left, right, and sideways, right? Okay. So I usually always use a piece of cardstock. I don't like a spoon in there. It tends to make everything way too staticky with the spoon. Whoops. And then I say you get it all over the place, and look at this. I got this all over the place. So you can kind of see on here. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this in here. Whoops. And then we'll get that out of the way. Whoops. I see I missed some embossing powder on one of those images. So it was on that image, and it would look kind of funny if it wasn't on there. Okay. So just put that away. Let's see. Okay, so of course we have to heat set it. So this will be a little, I think this would look beautiful with the colors that I'm using. Would look absolutely gorgeous with the gold as well. Hello, Cindy. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy, for sharing my video. I really do appreciate that. I don't know if I thank you enough because I know that you always share it. Like I say, I thank anybody that shares. I thank anybody for just coming and watching. I really do appreciate that. So let's just get that done. And then now I do happen to know that because it is, I am doing this on this side, alcohol markers don't resist there as much, but I can do a little thing with it and you'll see some amazing things. All right. I'm only going to use the two colors of the alcohol markers. One thing you have to do is make sure that this is good and cooled off. Copper embossing might be nice. Yes, it would. However, the reason I'm not, Lorraine, is because this has got gold in it. So that was my thought with it. Now, on here, you could do it on the reverse side, but I'm going to do it on this particular side here. Now I'm coming with the pecan pie. And see, I'm coming over these images. And what we want to do is I want to get those images that does not resist as well. But what you can do is you can come in with your little cotton thing and just take that right off of there. See how that'll come off of there? And I'm going to do that because I don't want that completely on there. All right. So then I'm also, oh, now it's wet. Now I want to come in with the, and I'm going to do it all over top with the light pretty peacock. All right. Now, like I say, I use a stippled brush. I find it works a lot better with this. That's almost evaporated. So I'm just going to come in and use my stipple brush, just like so. And I may have to add more color in a bit, but I do like the stipple on there. I find it just works a little bit better with, so we're just going to take that off, those ones. And I might have to go back in and add a bit more color. But honestly, look at that. And look at it from the other side. It's just gorgeous. Now, Because I've done this, I am actually going to use this side because this color here, I mean, this stamp has words on it, and it will show if it's not, if I turn it over. So let me just quickly go and I don't want to do too much because I don't want to overcook that embossing powder. I'm just going to get that. And I think I'm going to go in just with a bit more color. I really like that pretty peacock in there. So let's go with the pretty peacock. Some more. And again, the pecan pie. Like I say also that your rubbing alcohol is very important, that you're using the right 99%. Okay, let's come back in with that stipple brush. We want those not to have lines. And I find that that's what happens with the stipple brush is it takes those lines away. Oops. Just going to come in with that. With the Stamp Camp, we're using this Notes of Nature, and I think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous with the colors that are involved with it. Okay, I'm just going to leave that off to the side for a bit. And then what we want to do is I want to come in and on my pretty peacock strip here, I want to put, and I think it might be too thick. Hello, Renee. Hi, Kath. I'm going to just put that down below here. So I'm going to come in with my Versamark. I treated myself to a new Versamark. Now let's see. How does this stamp set go? Today is. Okay. This is a really neat, just going to put this here. Oops, it's a little crooked. So I'm just going to try to straighten that up. We'll try that again. I got lots of these scraps, so I want to see if that's straight. There, that's better. And then I'll come in with my white embossing powder. And I'm just letting this dry naturally is what I'm letting happen to it. So let's come in here. So it looks like for our Stamp Camp, we have a new member in our group. We had one of our members had to drop out. And I'm very excited. She does some wonderful work. So like I say, I'm very, very excited about her joining our team. She's from the States. So we had one from the States that had to drop out. Okay, this one's no good, but this one's good. So let me just come in there. It keeps repeating, Janine. It's a stamp. Don't know what you mean by that, Janine. All right, so let's go. And I will get this going again. Today, it's all about you. Happy birthday. My thought process is I might give this card to my granddaughter. She loves green. So this is kind of a green. So we'll see if this is what she gets or not. All right, so I'm just... Now it's 3 3/4 across there. So let's see. Oh, that's really out. What I'll do is I'll just leave it like that. And I just want to trim this down just a bit. Do my scrapbooking. Do you do that when you scrapbook? You keep going in and cutting and cutting. Oh, I know I do. There we go. That should be good. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so now that's getting. Now, honestly, we have to set our get our vellum so that it sticks. So what I'm going to do is we could do it on the opposite side and see what it would have been really nice had I not used this wood. It would have gone on a piece like that. It would have been more muted, but this is really pretty up front. So I'm just coming in with my adhesive sheets. I don't know if I like these adhesive sheets going this way where they come off in sheets or the way that they used to be, because I can't seem to get them on there straight. So I'm just going to butt that right up against there. Just like so. And then like this. And another one right here. And if I need to, I could turn around and trim that. I think I'm going to trim it just a little bit. Nothing too serious, because that piece is actually just going to bring that up to the. If I'm taking it off there, I better take it off the one piece at the bottom, just so that it's even. There we go. Yeah, Lorraine, that's the way I do it all the time. So, okay, so then that is the embossing resist with alcohol. Like I say, I wanted to put it onto this piece, and it kind of gets lost in there, but you can kind of see a bit of that designer series paper. I could have gone quite a bit smaller, actually, to show off a bit of that, but I think I'll just leave that. Now, by putting that adhesive sheets on there, I can use that. Just going to come in with my take your pick tool. We're just going to take this off. And actually, we could actually just stick this right down without even taking this off. But I'm going to take it off. See how it comes off in strips, right? So let's put this on there. And then I'm going to go in. I'm going to just layer this so that I can get it so that it's straight. And then we'll just come in to take this piece off as well. Adhesive sheets with vellum is amazing. Okay, so then that's showing through with there. You like both sides? Yes. Yeah. All right, so then this can go on here, but I'm sitting there going, oh, I want to put this on here. Today is all about you, your birthday. I think I could trim that off just, well, I want to use this ribbon. I'm being very stubborn. I want to use it. Do I want to do it in a bow, or do I want to just have it go across there? That kind of gets lost when it's like that. So I think I will tie a bow. This ribbon is the most amazing ribbon. I think this is going to be the ribbon that you can do an awful lot with. You can sit and pull some of these, and you can make it sort of get pulled up and go crinkly. I am going to actually do, I thought this had a bit of synthetics in it, but it doesn't. It has nylon in it and polyester, but if it had maybe a little bit more of a basis for some of it, it would have done that fantastic thing with the heat gun, right? But it's not, it won't do it. So I'm just going to pull that just a little tighter there. I'm going to come in with my ribbon scissors. Yeah, this is such pretty ribbon. Oh my goodness, you guys. And like I say, it's so thin. And it's so easy to tie a bow. All right. So we're just going to put that on there. We're going to put this up there. You know what? I do need to take my bone folder. There's a bit of an edge on here. And it's because of using the trimmer. So I'm just going to come here and just pull it down here. Just like that. Okay. Now this is going to get popped up. And I do happen to have black dimensionals, so I'm going to use my black dimensionals on here. Almost out of my big black dimensionals, and I just opened those. All right. So I'll put three on there. Okay, Lila, thanks for coming. All right, so let's just go put that there. This is just going to go here. Stick this bow right there. And use my glue dots there. Let's put that on here first. We'll see if that's where we want it. Thanks, Kath. I think Eve will like this card. Pretty grown up for her, but I think she'd like it. Like I say, it's not blue. It's not real green. We don't have the color that she likes. The color that she really, really likes is sage green. So we don't have sage green anymore. All right, so I'll come in with there we go. So like I say, this is a stamp set. It's so neat, all the different things that you can do with it. And just lift it up a little bit off of there. And then these gems. Oh my goodness, you guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 3 of these gems on there. These don't come with the bundle that we're doing the stamp camp with. What comes with the cork, and the cork would have worked amazing on here as well. All right, so then we have a piece to go on the inside. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to come in again with this image, and it does have some Versamark on it. So I'm just going to come in with my pretty peacock. I don't think I'll ever live that down anymore with Lorraine's granddaughter. So just like that. Oops, look, the words are upside down. Well, we got to fix that. So, I think what I'll do is I'll come from the top. There we go. It's a little bit different, but there's and it doesn't quite look that way when you're here. Oh, thanks, Anna. It is. This alcohol with vellum is amazing, but do it with the embossing and it just adds a little bit more to it. It's really nice to use gold leafing with it as well. Oh, thank you. So she might say that looks like that's upside down, Grandma, but it isn't because of the. All right. So there's our card. So I hope you like that. I will be posting this with all the with the different things and the different measurements and the different things. I will show you what tell you which blends that I used on here. And I'll also have a link to this video at all. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Lorraine, this is an amazing stamp set. You know, it's so funny. Like when we said that we were going to use this for the stamp camp, a lot of people went and said, "Ooh, I don't like that." But oh my goodness, it is amazing. Now, just remember for the stamp camp, if you're wanting to do it, it's a great deal even for demonstrators. If you're a demonstrator, just because you end up with 13 make and takes plus 13 alternatives, just for the price of buying our particular suite, which the suite will include the leather trim, the cork rounds, the designer series paper, and also the bundle on there. So just showing a lot of different sort of things that you can use with this as well. All right, you guys. So tomorrow's mystery challenge, and my goodness, I've already got it worked out that I know what I'm going to do. And that is kind of weird that I know what I'm doing. That's almost scary that I do know what I'm doing. In any event, thanks, Pam. Anyways, let's see. Oh, I see that my phone's on low. It's low, so I better be quiet and leave. In any event, we'll see you tomorrow, 3 o'clock Pacific time. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up. Share my video. Yes, I know it's a beautiful set. And remember to create because it's great for the soul. All right, you guys. Bye for now.